Giardia lamblia, one of the first protozoans to be identified, characterized. They think this is actually one of the first protozoans Van Leeuwenhoek was able to isolate and examine using his rudimentary microscope. He actually isolated it from his own feces. So this tells you the state of the water source that Van Leeuwenhoek had to drink from. As we're going to see in this mini lecture, Giardia is not one that you're going to get from municipal waters, at least nowadays in modern. You're going to get exposed but via drinking contaminated fresh waters. It's the most common flagellated protozoa you're going to find in a clinical setting when it comes to causing clinical diseases. Symptoms for this is going to be long duration diarrhea, days, weeks, lots of gas, lots of abdominal pain. And when I say gas, the flatulence for this, for some reason, I have actually known people who have got this while camping. They drank stream water because it looked clean. The old saying, you can drink water, fresh water streams that are really cold and fast moving and all that stuff. Yeah, no. They followed that and they had a month and a half of abdominal pain, diarrhea, and the stench was roadkill level flatulence. For whatever reason, the microbes, as they are the Giardia, as they are colonizing the large intestine, they will alter how everything is functioning to the point that the stools that are passed are going to be not so much liquidy, but very greasy. And oh my God, roadkill smell. When you look on the left here, you see the artist rendition. On the right, you see an actual microscope, an electron micrograph picture of. They have this characteristic shape. To me, it is very owl-like. It's a single-cell organism, multiple nuclei, and this shape you see here actually forms this disc that they use to adhere to the epithelial lining of your large intestine. It's a single cell organism, so it's not multicellular, okay, it's single cell. So the folds you see here, the ridges you see here, are folds in the cytoplasmic membrane. When we actually go out and we isolate, we look at the scat of wild animals. Okay, scat basically is the fecal droppings. We see that Giardia is normally carried around in the large intestines of beavers, cattle, coyotes, cats, and us humans. So this is going to be a mammal and only certain mammals. Best way to identify is a stool sample. Take a stool sample, send it off to the ID lab. They're going to take a drop of the stool and they are going to make a slide preparation of it. They will examine the preparation after it's been stained. What they're looking for is either the trophozoites remember that's the vegetative cell shape, or they're going to be looking for those cysts, an elliptical shape that has 4 nuclei inside it. Now, when it comes to transmission, turns out the cysts um, have the chief role in transmission. You drink the water that's contaminated with feces from beaver, cattle, cats, other humans, whatever. Most of the trophozoites, the living vegetative cells, are not going to be able to handle the stomach very well. There may be some that can make it through, random chance, but the cysts can make it through the stomach, and then they, excyst in the small intestine, and they make their way to the large intestine. Infectious dose, 10 to 100 cysts. Okay, it's not a very high dosage, so that's why it is so easy to get this one. Vaccinations are generally given for domesticated animals, including dogs who may get out, run around, and drink from puddles or streams. For us humans, they say avoid drinking the water. Just because it's fast moving, it's cold, whatever, doesn't mean it is not that it is free of pathogens. Nowadays, they sell chlorine tablets. Fill up your drinking bottle, drop in a couple of tablets of chlorine. That'll take care of it. Or they sell filtration systems, straw filters or pump filters. Those filters have HEPA filters that will catch the cysts. If it catches the cyst, it'll definitely catch the much bigger trophozoite form. And so nothing gets through the filter. Your water is pretty much clean. Treatment is going to be tinidazole or nitazoxanide, nitanzozanide. Wow, hate that word. Problem here. Again, like I said, I've known people who have had Giardia. They actually admitted that the side effects from these drugs was actually worse than the diarrhea, the roadkill smelling, flatulence, and whatnot. Because you got to remember, these are eukaryotic organisms that closely resemble our own cells. So anything you take that damages them also will damage the patient. High level of toxicity.